no more, no more. Now I will do something. I will do something that no one in the future will ever forget. I will make some black and bloody atrocity that enough to make him envious. A crime's only avenged by a worse crime.
My lord, aren't you afraid of being criticized by your subjects?
Subjects have to put up with what matters to me. I dictate what's right and wrong.
But they praise out of fear. Fear makes enemies. Don't you want sincere praise from the heart?
The lowest of lows get sincere praise. Flattery is reserved for those at the top. They must approve what they disapprove.
They'll approve if what you want is right.
A king who's only allowed to do right lies on a precarious throne.
It's precarious for a king to rule with no integrity, honor, or loyalty.
Integrity, honor, loyalty, these are what subjects thrive on. I am a king.
But to cause harm to a brother, even if he is a bad man, surely must be wrong.
Whatever it's wrong to do a brother, it's right to do to him. He has never shrunk from any crime. He has seduced my wife, and he has ravaged the kingdom. How can I kill that monster?
Make him spit his life out on the edge of a sword, perhaps.
But death is just a cessation of punishment. Death is what people beg me as a favor.
What about the respect of the gods above?
No gods have ever existed in this house.
Well, what do you have in mind then?
Well, I have something exceptional, some exquisite torment. There's nothing I wouldn't do, but nothing seems enough.
What about the sword?
Too inadequate.
Perhaps fire?
It's also inadequate.
What weapon will you use then?
I will use Thyestes himself.
My lord, you are embittered and enraged, but that goes too far.
Granted, I am in a frenzy. Heart heaving, driven on, and where to God knows. But
What are you planning to do then?
something huge, human, extraordinary is growing in my mind, and it's making my hand twitch. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's massive. Crime worthy of Thyestes, a crime worthy of myself. And both of us must be involved.
But
All right, King Thyestes had his wife had him eat his own children. That is a crime worthy of the both of us.
But how could we trick him into our trap? He sees danger everywhere.
Well, he'll be seized by what he longs for himself, the king.
But don't you think that he'll have learned from his misfortunes by now?
I don't trust anyone. I'll send my sons to him with a message. That there will be no more wandering and misery for him. That he can return from his exile and come back to the kingdom and rule in coalition with me.
See. But you'll tell your sons then. Won't they? That should bring you serious trouble. Young men are quick to learn bad lessons. They'll soon propose your own trickery on you. Crimes often rebound.
I will keep them unknown.
So, you won't tell them that they'll be deceiving their uncle?
No. There was a chance that they could slip up as a matter of fact.
So, by tricking Thyestes, you'll be tricking them as well. See. Really? Truly.
Thank you.
If, however, they were to learn this, Thyestes is, of course, able to see danger everywhere. You must be careful.
his own want for the throne will keep him ignorant.
This is true. Well, you need not warn me. Loyalty and fear will keep my lips sealed. Loyalty especially.
This is what I've wanted to see. The building and the riches of Argos, my native soil, and home to the statues of my ancestral gods. Majestic city walls. The people will come to see me in droves. But so will Atreus. I must not be deceived by the kingship's splendor and riches. When a gift is given, you must examine the giver as well. People always say it must be so hard to be in exile, that life must be so hard. But if anything, I've become stronger and more resilient because of it. No, I must think, should I really go on or should I just go back?
Walking as if he's in a daze.
Make up your mind. You can't go back and forth on this. Can you really trust your brother and rely on him on sharing his kingship? You can't think of this anymore. You must go back. You must go back.
Father, why do you go back and turn away from your home, the sight of your home? You turn away from so much happiness.
Sometimes it's better to be unfortunate than fortunate. I couldn't bear the thought of seeing what he would do to you children.
Father, you see danger everywhere.
When I was a king, of course I saw danger everywhere. Always thinking there was a knife prodded against my back. I couldn't live one moment without being in fear. But now that I've been in exile, I am no one's way for power. I have no reason to fear anymore.
But Father, rejoice. Atreus is no longer enraged. He wishes to reunite our dismembered family.
It's so hard. Atreus' rage is boundless. It's so vast. There's no way I can trust him.
Father, brotherly love is bound to return. And when it does, it often returns stronger and more stable than ever. Surely this must convince you the feud is over.
I can't do this for me, but for you children, I will.
Father, how could he harm us? What trickery could Atreus possibly have in mind?
You don't know Atreus. I have deceived him. Therefore, I am a threat. He's not going to spare me or you.
Father, I've given you good advice. Now, please, go. Let the gods above watch over us. Please, Father, go. Goodbye.
Got him! The trap worked, the beast is caught. There he is, and his hateful little children. Now nothing can stop my revenge. He's come. He's finally fallen into my hands, and his whole family with him. I can hardly control myself, hardly restrain my resentment. Oh, when rage smells of blood, it cannot be concealed. But I must conceal it. Oh, Thyestes, there you are, good brother. Come here, we must embrace.
Your welcome has disarmed me. I didn't know what to expect when I came here, Atreus. I just wanted to say everything that I've done is true. and that I have deceived you in every way that you thought possible.
Oh, well, we can put that aside, brother. For now, I see you as an equal. I see you as someone that must be forgiven or forsaken.
I've never had to growl at someone's feet before.
Oh, Thyestes, please, rise. Rise, let us embrace again. I've been longing to do this for so long.
It's good, brother.
Oh, Thyestes, I have something to ask of you.
What? Anything?
I implore thee, rule the throne with me. Come with me and we can rule this as a partnership, as brothers.
I don't know, Atreus. I think that the kingdom should be left to you.
Oh, well, what's mine is yours, Thyestes. You are my brother.
I don't know. I've been in exile for so long. I'm not used to that life anymore.
Ah, but when fortune comes, how can you reject this gift? This gift to reclaim your former glory, to come beside me on the throne and have the power of the most vast and powerful kingdom.
I will accept your offer, begrudgingly.
Well, I'll give up my share of power if you accept yours.
Of course, anything.
Ah, that's great. Let's go drink at the pubbery.
Who was the first to die? To show his dedication to old Tantalus, he dedicated to him young Tantalus, and killed that one first. Did he die bravely? How did he look?
Unconcerned, no futile pleading, but that monster plunged the knife right in until his hand slammed into the boy's neck. Once he had drawn the weapon out, the corpse stayed upright a long time, unsure which way to fall, then fell on its uncle. That savage drew another boy to the altar and hacked his head right off and hurled it away, still murmuring and stammering.
And then? Did he spare the other boy? Or butcher him too?
Forgetting that this was a mere child, he plunged the blood-stained knife right through the other boy's body and out the other side. He fell onto the altar and put out its flame with the blood that fountained from the two fatal wounds in his chest and his neck.
That's inhuman.
You think that's savage? That's noble compared to what he went on to do.
Is there anything worse than that?
Do you think the crime ended there? That was just the beginning.
What more could he do? Throw the bodies out for scavengers? Or not let them be cremated?
the true horror.
Cannot be. I must go.
Oh, I am singing under the stars and exalted to the high heaven. Oh, towering over everybody. Now I've really secured my powers, King. Now there's nobody to challenge me in all of my glory. Ah, it is good, it is fine, but is it enough? No, it is not. I think there need be more to do to Thyestes. Perhaps making him aware that he feasted upon his own children. Oh, look at there. Lying asleep like a drunkard. Let's go wake him up. Oh, Thyestes. Tonight, your time.
All right, brother.
Come on. To new friendship, to new companionship, to new camaraderie. Oh. Now come over here. Right here we've got a little wine. It's from my very own vintage.
Oh,
In fact, and it's a little young. A little young.
H's, I feasted and drank so much.
Oh, no, there's always a little bit more. Enjoy.
So, brother, what have you called me here for?
I just figured that we could have a feast to celebrate our newfound friendship, our newfound forgiveness.
I can't begin to tell you how happy I am that you welcome me back. No longer in exile, no longer in fear.
Boy, does it feel great.
It does.
I'm sure you would love to share this moment with some of your loved ones.
Yeah, where are my kids?
Ah, but they are here. They are here in your embrace as we speak.
What do you mean?
For you see, brother, that wine is the blood of your children.
What do you mean?
I killed your brothers, I cut their throats, I spleen their livers, I roasted all their organs, and I presented them to you on a platter. You feasted, brother. Oh, you feasted.
Go curse the gods. No wonder it hurts so bad.
Oh, and how about the gods of matrimony and the gods of fidelity?
You're repaying one wrong with another?
Ha! It is never too wrong to go vengeance.
By the earth and the sea, how could you do this? How is this allowed? The gods, they must be intervening somehow. How could they allow me to kill my own children and let me do the most despicable